Hey YouTube, just coming at you with a quick video about something I came up with while building my new bearded dragon enclosure. I'm not going to show anything about building the enclosure itself because there's about 1,000 videos out there and they're just about all the same, more or less, vary in sizes, but as far as the shape and construction, they're all pretty much the same. I am going to show you something I came up with on the doors though. From what I can see online, all the ones I've seen never really have handles on them, for one. I just got some basic handles at Lowe's. I think they were $2 each. They are brushed nickel, so they do have a good finish to them. But the biggest thing I want to show you about is my latching mechanism. For the most part, the ones I've seen is pretty much just slide to close and nothing holding them closed. If you were to put a latch or something on the side, it might look kind of goofy. But what I did is I ordered some small neodymium magnets off of eBay. If you don't know about neodymium magnets, they're basically the strongest earth magnet in the world. Mine were 1/2 inch in diameter, so they're relatively small. And they also have the look of the brushed nickel, so they kind of blend in pretty well. What you do basically is open the doors all the way, take some hot glue, and then glue one to the back side of the inside panel. Let that set up. Go ahead and shut your door, and let's just pretend the door was shut right here. You would take your other magnet, put a dab of hot glue on it. Well, I guess I should first say that make sure you get the right side, right pole, obviously north to south pole, because you don't want to put the glue on the side to where it's repelling. But make sure you're going to be putting the glue on the right side to where it's actually attracting each other. Put the glue on it, and these magnets are so strong that it's just going to suck it right to it. You don't have to worry about putting a whole lot of pressure in it and possibly flexing your plexiglass too much. It's just going to suck it right to it. You know, let it set up for a minute or so, and then repeat for the bottom side. If you want a stronger hold on the doors, if you want them to stay closed stronger, you put 2 sets on there. And as you can see, it literally, as you shut it, it literally pulls itself closed all the way. And it doesn't take a lot of force. Obviously a little kid, if you have a kid with a bearded dragon cage, they're gonna have no issues opening and closing it. But I assume the strength of a bearded dragon is not gonna be able to open this cage. So if that helps you out, that's awesome. I think it's a pretty good idea. It looks a lot cleaner than having a latch or something on the end, and it just blends in with the handles, and it keeps your bearded dragon safe from escaping. The only other thing I'll probably add is I can tell the doors flex out a lot. I got one of the thinnest ones, or thinnest acrylic plastic that Lowe's sold. So what I'll probably do is I'll cut some square dowels and put it right along here, probably 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch square dowel. And then that way when it's closed, the door won't be able to push out. So that'll hold it. The other thing is space-wise. We're putting this in my boy's room, and we are trying to make the best use of the space without taking up too much of the space. And besides sitting on the dresser or having a separate stand for it and basically wasting space, he already had the cubicles similar to this, a store-bought one that was actually 3 by 3, so it was a perfect square. But this wouldn't really sit right on top of it. It wouldn't be stable, it'd be too high. My boy is 7 years old, so he wouldn't be able to get into the door and be able to take care of his dragon. So what I did, I got some 1/2 inch MDF at Lowe's, a 4 by 8 sheet. Had Lowe's go ahead and rip it down in 1-foot strips, and I had to obviously do some extra cutting once I got home, but I did a 4 by 2. And it will look about like this when it's finished. This will be able to make best use of his room. It will be going in a corner between the wall and the dresser. So each one of those cubes are 1 foot high, so the base of the bearded dragon enclosure is 2 feet off the ground, which is perfect for him. He's 7 years old, and even as he gets older, it'll still be fine being that low. But I think it'll work out.